The next event on the schedule, the men's senior lightweight 4 grand final. This was a final only, as will be the next race, the women's senior lightweight double grand final, final only. So that means these competitors have not competed against each other yet, and it will be interesting to see how competitive their colleagues are. This is the men's senior lightweight 4 grand final. In lane 2, it's the Minnesota Development Camp A boat. In lane 3, Mendota A. In lane 4 is Vesper A. In lane 5 is New York AC's A. In lane 6, Western Ontario. And in lane 7, the CRI A composite. A 1,000 meters in. The CRI composite looking strong in lane 7, leading the pack, pursued by the Minnesota Development Camp boat. And Vesper putting on a good show too. Out front, Vesper and Mendota, New York AC. Western Ontario very strong. Looks in order to be right now Western Ontario, CRI, and Vesper with Mendota A in the mix. The top three finishers from last year's final returning. That's Vesper, New York AC, and Mendota. Vesper won last year's final by 2 seconds over New York AC. However, right now, they're all trying to catch up with Western Ontario. The Minnesota Development Camp, by the way, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's hosted by the University of Minnesota. It's the men's under-23 camp. Of course, they are going against their rivals from Mendota, the men's U23 camp hosted by the University of Wisconsin, so kind of neighbors there. University of Western Ontario from London, Ontario, where many Hudson boat owners will recognize that address. Western Ontario has been strong since the beginning and continues to lead here in the men's senior lightweight 4s. Again, a final only, so we did not know how these boats were going to shape up today. But Western Ontario certainly has had a bit of a surprise, as has the CRI composite boat, as they stroke towards the finish in the men's senior lightweight 4 grand final. Western Ontario leading through most of the race, leading at the red buoys as CRI tries to pour it on. In the meantime, Mendota battling it out with New York AC for that third spot. But Western Ontario looking strong, looking over and seeing that CRI composite boat beginning to stroke harder and faster, trying to catch up. But Western Ontario responding and holding on at the finish. It's Western Ontario for the gold in the men's senior lightweight 4 grand final. CRI's composite in second for silver. Can Mendota hold on? We'll have to wait and see. There they do for bronze, and then it is New York AC for fourth. Minnesota Development Camp coming in fifth. And Vesper in sixth in the men's senior lightweight 4 grand final at the Cub Nationals. Western Ontario boats saluting the congratulatory cries from their competitors at the finish, and just loving it. You got to love that sportsmanlike conduct in all these athletes. It's great to see that comrade and arms when it comes to rowing at the 2015 U.S. Rowing Club Nationals.